Welcome back to the Clean Kitchen podcast. I said that.
Unclean?
We're going uncensored today, boys.
Well,
I don't know if Ethan could go uncensored.
that sounds
We're
a little,
joined.
sounds a little risky for the second podcast.
I'm your host, Levi. I'm joined today here with thick boy Ethan.
Oh gosh,
I love.
you weren't kidding.
Oh, you're supposed to introduce yourself as Thick Boy Levi.
But
well, I guess
Oh.
Thick
Yeah.
Boy Ethan comes first.
yeah, thick boy Ethan comes first.
Yeah.
That's pretty weird.
I'm just the side piece.
I was like the third person last week.
Well, people seem to really like you.
That's pretty weird.
It was probably the mustache.
It's weird, guys.
Oh, knock it off.
And Brandon.
Not thick, not skinny.
Today in men's fashion, infinity scarf, sweatshirt, and
T-shirt.
Plain,
The epitome
solid
of fashion.
t-shirt.
And
T-shirt.
that is it for men's fashion, because we're not doing that on the podcast, even though I brought it up myself.
Maybe never.
So, how have you boys been doing this fine week?
Oh,
It's been a week.
it's been a week. Today was.
In a week.
I was pissed.
I'm pissed.
That's what I said at the gym today. I'm pissed.
I'm glad you boys are pissed.
Yeah, we all were
I'm
pissing at the
fully
gym.
pissed.
Our live audience is being kind of disruptive right now.
Dude, that guy needs his own YouTube channel.
I didn't realize there was going to be hecklers today.
I didn't know that usually the tomatoes are thrown at us, not sitting in the chair.
Oh man, if only we had an audience camera.
It's nice sitting in a chair.
We are also sitting in chairs.
Yep.
All right. So, have you boys heard about Legos?
Legos.
Legos.
You know, I played with those when I was 18, so
Yeah, I had a Lego
it
set.
hasn't been that long.
I had a Lego set when it said 4 to 12 years. I finished it in 4 to 12 months.
Wow.
Pretty
That's
impressive, right?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Usually you get on a roll and you finish it much faster than that.
I got a scholarship to Harvard after I finished it.
It's quite impressive.
Yeah. They were really impressed by how
That must have been
quickly
one
I...
special Lego kid.
So So you know the ones that were they're like 12 to 99. Have you ever done one of those?
It's like board games. It's always interesting.
Yeah,
when
that
a
sounds
board
just
game
like
goes up to
Monopoly.
99.
Yeah. Well, I remember there was these it was like a red Ferrari or something, and it was like 12 years old.
Oh,
to
the
99
creator
years.
kits.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Those are too complex for me. You have to be
assume
like
so. It's a wide
Stephen
range.
Hawking to do
Yeah.
that, except he
agree.
can't use his arms.
I always wondered about that.
Too
Like,
soon.
if you turn 100, you can't play with Legos anymore, apparently.
Well, you ran out of time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, some people make it past 100. I just assume that they ignore the warnings. Or they take the warnings all too seriously. And they
I
give
just
away all their
imagine
Legos at 100 years old.
some 102-year-old lady is like living on the
Oh,
edge playing with
no.
Legos.
I can't play with these anymore.
But anyway, the reason why I brought up Legos is, I believe I saw it today, was that they are using a plant-based plastic or something along those lines.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What were they made out of before?
Like whatever plastic is made out of.
I think usually they use like petroleum or some kind
Yeah.
of oil product to make plastic.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I think what I heard from some news source or whatever, I guess like they make some of their plastics that are designed to be like bendy, like some of the like little trees you would put in a city or whatever.
Fitting.
Like they make them with
Plant-based trees.
They make the plastic differently, like maybe with plants already or something.
That's cool. So what are they doing now? They're making everything
They're
plant-based?
they started a new assembly line or something to
Yes.
use the new
I
stuff.
think it's by what is it, like 2021 or like a couple years from now they're trying to switch over to be a green company instead of using so much oil, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty smart. Yeah,
And-
we shouldn't be using oil to make toys. That seems a little
Well,
ridiculous.
that's what everybody uses to make plastic pretty
Oh.
much.
Yeah. if I read correctly, they said that no change would actually happen to the Legos. They would still be compatible with other earlier Legos.
I don't
And
think
that-
they're probably not going to feel any different. They're
And then
just gonna change the
here's
recipe.
here's the real kicker, that if you step on them, they'll still hurt.
They gotta fix that.
That is a real problem.
Yeah.
It's not really.
That, I mean,
I'm sure somebody's gone to the hospital over that. It's,
well,
it's had to have
that
happened several times.
Standing on a Lego or stepping on a Lego brick hurts more than being stabbed with a knife.
Ugh. Should we
I bel-
test that
I
out?
believe it.
Yeah, we can test on Ethan.
I smell YouTube video views.
We're probably going to find some guy repeatedly stepping on Legos, repeatedly inflicting pain on himself.
I'd pay somebody to
For
step on
comedy.
Legos all day.
Why would you pay somebody to do that? I don't even know if that's worth it. I just feel
I mean,
bad
I'd
for
step
the
on a
guy.
Lego once, sure, but it's probably going to hurt.
Of course it's gonna hurt.
So what you do is you create
Are you
an
allowed to
entire
wear
house.
socks?
Of course,
Oh,
Ethan.
God.
What?
Oh, this is I feel a joke coming on.
Ethan, if you don't wear socks, it's gay.
Gosh.
Oh man. You can't step on those gay Lego bricks.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting.
Yeah, I think that's interesting. So last week on the podcast, near the very end, we said that we're going to discuss the notification bell icon. And what initially popped into my head was I was thinking, I think I use YouTube wrong.
How do you
So-
use YouTube?
When I go to YouTube, I immediately go to the sub box, the subscriptions page, and I watch from the oldest to the newest, for the most part. Or I'll watch from the oldest to the newest on like my favorite creators, and then I'll go back and fill in on the ones that are not so my second tier creators and then my third tier creators until it's all watched. And I unsubscribe to people who I don't watch their videos anymore. I keep my sub box very clean.
I do the same thing. If I don't watch them anymore and I find them terrible, I unsubscribe.
But when you go to YouTube, do you just go to the homepage and start watching videos from there, and then go to your sub box when you run out of content, or
I'll
do you
let
just use the sub
Ethan
box?
answer first, because I probably
Okay.
use it a lot differently than him.
I think I use YouTube way different than either of you do. I don't watch YouTube nearly as much.
Yeah, I watch YouTube far.
So
too much.
I have a couple of subscriptions, but I don't even keep up with them necessarily. I will like if I find a channel I like, then I'll subscribe to it. If I like most of their content, I'll go back, or I'll go do a couple of videos that interest me from them. A lot of the time, excuse me. A lot of the time I will either be searching for a specific video, not necessarily entertainment, like how to do stuff type videos or
How to basic.
tutorials.
Yeah, do you watch toilet installation videos?
Only with you guys.
Have you seen that one? We'll show you that one later.
Oh, you've showed me a couple of those.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, so like most
Gotta
of
be saying
the
that.
time I'll just be searching up like a random YouTube video, how to iron pants, how to
Men's fashion.
how to
bring
fix
it
a
back?
guitar, just whatever I need to do that day.
You can learn anything on YouTube.
You really can. Anyway, so I do that a lot, and then I also, because Google recommends things, I will go to the homepage, and that top section, if I see something that interests me, I'll watch that, as long as I'll click on it even if it's a longer video and just see if the beginning interests me or whatever.
Right.
But a lot of the time I don't stick only to like a subscription
That's
list.
very interesting.
So
Yeah,
I definitely use YouTube way different than you guys.
very interesting.
So how do you use it, Levi?
So I think I use it like a lot of most of the people use it. I kind of have adjusted all of my subscriptions. So originally all my subscriptions were like Minecraft Let's Plays. This is like
Way back.
way back when I was in like 9th grade,
Yeah.
starting out on YouTube when Minecraft Let's Plays were the thing.
Right.
To do.
Before Minecraft pedophiles.
Pretty much, actually, yeah. And so that was pretty much all of it that I was watching. So then I started transitioning to other gaming videos, which then filtered into now where I have like, it's still mostly video game, but it's also a lot of commentary. And how I now go on every day, almost every day, sometimes I skip. I go onto the, opens up, because I watch it on my iPad, I open up the app, on my homepage, I see the videos that either are recommended or from people that I'm subscribed to that I've just posted, and I watch all those videos, and then I go into the subscription feed, see if I missed anything from that day. Then I go to the trending page, see if there's anything I actually want to watch. There's usually nothing I want to watch. Usually there's like a Bill Wirtz video every month.
I don't even know who that is.
Remember History of the World,
History
I guess?
of Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's him.
Cool.
Very cool. He makes really good videos. I'm subscribed to him, but sometimes I missed it because he posts.
So you
very rarely.
use the trending page.
Yeah. Occasionally.
So you would actually use the notification bell icon then for Bill Wirtz. It would be a good use case for it.
Yeah, it would.
Because you don't want to miss his videos.
So the
post.
bell icon, I actually enjoy that really much, a lot.
Interesting.
So, because there's certain people that I'm subscribed to that don't post every day / have an irregular upload schedule.
Mm-hmm.
So I hit the bell icon for them because I actually want to see their videos and be notified when I get to see their videos.
Gotcha.
And if I start not enjoying their content too much, I'll hit the bell icon off so that then I can just watch a whole ton of their videos later on if I don't want to watch them.
Gotcha.
So then I don't have to feel guilty about unsubscribing.
Yeah, so I don't use I should use the bell icon because now I do understand that people who don't post a lot, they can get lost.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have a system to where you're getting notified for people that you really enjoy their videos, it takes them a long time to make a video. Not every day they're releasing one to multiple videos.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that makes sense. Because so there's two people I do have the notification bell icon on,
Shout 'em
but
out.
they Conflict Nerd.
Nice.
Enjoy his content. He's a solid dude. I enjoy his commentary a lot. Sometimes I will listen to his videos after I watch them, and I actually look forward to his uploads, and I miss him when he's gone. It's almost like we have a personal connection. And then Squirrel. He's an older gent from the UK, and I very much enjoy his content and his commentary. He's very relaxing. But I have notifications on both of them, but I'm going to watch their videos anyways because I worship the sub box. I bow down to it daily. So it doesn't make any sense for me to turn on notifications for them because I'm going to watch their video anyways. So I understand the bell icon now, but I
Yeah.
don't think that these daily vloggers should always be promoting.
Nobody should be watching daily vloggers either. But if we didn't have daily vloggers, then I wouldn't have my commentary channels that I watch.
Yeah.
So I guess it's just
Yeah.
I enjoy them actually, I guess. Because I get secondhand.
Yeah. The daily vlogs.
All right,
are where it's
yeah.
at right now. Yeah, but I don't think the daily channels should like Conflict Nerd and Squirrel, like they don't say hit the bell icon.
Because I don't care.
Probably because they have a more
So smaller channels have a more dedicated following.
Yeah.
Jake Paul is getting
He doesn't care.
He doesn't care. He has-
He's gonna get on trending.
What, he has,
well,
like-
now, not anymore.
Logan Paul's not on trending. Jake Paul, I think, still has privileges.
They should both be off trending.
They should be off YouTube.
Go back to Vine, which means go die.
Did you see the Vine 2
Yeah.
teaser by that guy?
Yeah.
That was it. A small subject.
Yeah. Vine 2, V2. I guess it's coming out soon.
I'd get on it.
Interesting.
So that's interesting.
I didn't hear Vine was making a comeback.
Yeah,
the
post
original
on Twitter.
creator of Vine is
Interesting.
yeah, it's Vine 2. So that's interesting. So we all use YouTube vastly differently.
Yep.
I think I used it a little bit.
You use like every feature there is. Use the homepage, use the sub box, and you use trending.
And since I have YouTube Red, I used the download feature too.
Yeah,
I also use the history feature too. They have
I
a
use
history.
the history feature.
Yeah.
I noticed I think it's on the iPhone. They actually have it now where there must be a lot of people must use it, because when you go to the history, like the page, it's the first thing that comes up, and then it has like recent videos you've watched or something, recent history, and then you can like share right from there, because that's like the main reason. It's like I watched a great video and I go and tell somebody about it, and they're like, oh, send me that, and it's like super genius move.
Yeah. And then I was using YouTube Kids because I was getting my
So you're
daily dose of
you're
Spider-Man and Elsa videos.
Nice.
But they're not on there anymore, which I'm really disappointed about. So yeah, that's... How about you? Did you enjoy the pregnant Elsa and Spider-Man videos?
I don't watch those videos.
I never watched them
I wouldn't even know they
either.
existed if not for you.
To be fair, you have to have a high IQ to understand it.
At least 5,000.
At least.
No, that rules me out, unfortunately.
I think it rules all of us out. So speaking of YouTube, there's another channel I watch in the automotive community. They're an automotive YouTube channel, and there are these guys that their claim to fame is they bought all these fancy cars by starting a lemonade stand when they were 12.
That's pretty cool, actually.
I don't
Yeah,
buy it
how
for
they-
2
I
seconds.
don't know how, but okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, me too. But
Yeah.
I mean,
They're-
if it was real, then that would be
Yeah.
pretty cool.
But anyway, so that's the joke. They stick by it, which is good. But they've been doing this cool thing recently where they will go on Instagram or Snapchat or whatever people use these days, and they will put up a poll and ask people, hey, what state should we go to? And then they take a poll, they buy a plane ticket, they go there, they stay the night, and they continue interacting with their fans and to find places to go.
I
that's
think it's a
pretty
good idea.
Yeah. Would you do something like that?
No, definitely, yeah.
Ethan, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, if I could, sure, I would
Yeah.
go.
They find plane tickets for like $60.
I would go hopping around places,
Yeah.
just checking things out. That would be pretty cool.
I think that would be pretty darn cool.
If I ever told you guys the idea for my crazy vacation,
Now, do they? I guess my question is, since they're car enthusiasts, are they wherever they go? Are they renting like crazy cars, or are they just getting
Sometimes-
a normal rental car?
They have a pretty big following, so sometimes the places they go to, somebody will give them a car. It'll be like a brand. Like they
I
went
see.
to Florida recently, and there's a company called Anarchy Wheels,
Mm-hmm.
and they have a Ferrari F12, and so they got to drive that around for like a few days, which is cool. And then they go other places and they get fancy cars. But when they go on these impromptu trips, as I've been calling them, they just like rent like a Yaris.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Just
which is evidently cool to
whatever's
rent.
available.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's cool. So maybe we should try that one day.
sure.
That involves
Well, we won't take people's votes because nobody will vote.
that does involve venturing beyond the podcast format.
You do know we need
Yes,
money
we're
to do
sitting
that,
here.
right?
No, dude, $60 plane tickets.
Where do you buy $60 plane
Buy 'em
tickets?
I
Last
don't
minute.
know. Well, they said they're going to be posting a video on how to do travel hacks. I guess
Oh,
that's a
okay.
thing. So
That
I'll
is a
watch the
thing.
video and report back.
I'm
All
su-
right.
Part of it's got to be you have to be ready for like standby flights where they're not filled.
Yeah, which is okay if you're going a
Yeah.
random place.
If you're
and
just
staying the
if you're
night,
waiting
yeah,
for the
who cares?
next flight
Right.
out of somewhere,
Yeah.
then sure you can find something eventually.
So
So what was your thought, Levi?
What?
You had some other thing.
your crazy trip.
Oh, kind of like on the same idea as theirs. It was like a kind of like a backpacking trip across the United States,
That sounds very intense.
hitchhiking and staying in just
That is not the
Complete-
same thing.
Do you realize that hitchhiking is illegal, at least in some places?
Whatever.
Not in Nebraska. I'm sure they encourage it.
Yeah. Dude, people are nice.
Oh, a friend. Hi. Hey, friend.
But pretty much, you get somebody who, or you're a group of people is like walking, and you get somebody with a car or something that'll meet you at certain places to give you, resupply you,
Interesting.
and just walk across the country.
That sounds like it would take weeks.
Okay, so this
Yeah.
is, just to be clear, this is coming from the guy that doesn't like camping. Doesn't
It's
like
an
walking,
experience, Brandon.
Doesn't like the outdoors.
Dude, what do you mean I don't like walking? I do that on a regular basis.
On a treadmill inside.
No, not on. I have to walk to live.
That is not the same thing as walking 4,000 miles across the country.
And on the treadmill, I do an elevation of 2.
There's very
Oh, excuse me.
there's very terrain too. You could be climbing a mountain.
Yeah, what about the Sierra Nevadas? I see several flaws in your
Brandon,
system, but I will
This
support.
it's a crazy vacation. That's
Yeah. Well, I guess you hitchhike
I'm
up.
never gonna do this.
What are you gonna do when you have to go through the desert?
Water?
You could
Die.
You could die.
He's gonna die. He'll die in New York.
Or is that where you're planning on hitchhiking through?
The desert?
Yeah, where
Where nobody drives
where the
because
heat's-
cars also die.
the heat's above 100.
Yeah. It's
Wait.
an interesting idea and it would make for a great YouTube video.
It would. And
It's
you don't
always
really go
fun.
through the desert
Trip like that.
because it's
To really
Northern
change a
America
person.
from like here to California or here to New York is all of,
Yeah,
of
you don't
north.
go through the desert.
You don't go through the desert.
True.
You definitely freeze
Lots
to
of
death,
mountains.
maybe.
Lots of mountains though.
You'd have to. Oh, that sounds horrible. Knowing what backpacking is like for like 3
Yeah.
days, that sounds horrible.
That's why it's a
You would
crazy
have to do
vacation
serious
that I
mileage
that I
and
never
really
do.
hope people are gonna pick you up. Because in this day and age, like, people aren't gonna pick up a weirdo on the side of the road. And then 3 weirdos walking on the side of the road with backpacks, gonna pull out their AR-15s.
Those are legal
Wow.
now. Or not illegal. Whatever. We're not gonna get into that, Brandon.
Yeah, political. So I was on Reddit, and this very. I just want to talk about it briefly. I thought this was pretty funny. Just wanted to look at a few of the comments. Here it is. So these people, these kids, I didn't even know that kids knew how to actually pick up and dial a number. It seems like a pretty, like, these are, we'll post the link to the video in the description, but they gotta be like 12. So they call up 2 Papa Johns and they put the phones like this. The phones are on speakerphone, and yet they still thought that it would matter that they face them towards each other. So with that in mind, the top comment on the Reddit post: imagine being either of those employees. You're just picking up the phone and it ends up being business as usual. You have no idea that on the line you're on is the shape of a man holding 2 cell phones together.
Good job, Wolfgang7990. You got 6,071 karma from that post.
I can't believe he's not golded.
It's
Maybe he
gilded.
was. It was 2 days ago, but
Well, no, you'd have a little gold icon right up here, I think.
how long does gold last?
Or right here. 6 months, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have no idea what you get from it, though. I've never been
Probably
gilded.
nothing, just prestige.
I
Yeah.
think so, yeah.
Prestige and respect.
They see that gold icon
It's all about the respect.
when you're commenting.
I think when people see the gold icon, because I've noticed this with the, they have like a little cake icon on your Reddit anniversary. People call it Cake Day.
Interesting.
So you have a little cake icon, people probably see that, and they're like, oh, I'll read this guy's comment. And so you most likely get more upvotes on that day.
That's cool.
So I think the same kind of like works for gold. People see gold and like, this is probably a good
this
comment.
guy, he's a good commenter. Gotcha. Yeah, so I thought that was interesting. Again, I'll post the link in the description so you can watch that video. It's pretty funny. It's a little long for the podcast, but it's only like 3 minutes. Anyways, so speaking Another beautiful segue. These segues. It's all about the respect. Dr. Disrespect.
Oh, well, this is old stuff, but pretty much he's really popular Twitch streamer. I actually enjoyed watching his streams because he was way over the top, just intense, playing PlayerUnknown's Battleground. Intense guy, just so intense that you're like, wow, this is really stupid. I don't know why I'm watching this, but whatever.
So he's like
So-
screaming and stuff, or
You'll have to look up clips of him later.
okay.
Pretty funny. But anyway, let's see, it was like a month or two ago. He had like tweeted or something, made a video and saying, "Hey, I cheated on my wife.
God, jeez.
So I'm taking a break for a while while I get this sorted out."
What an idiot.
And then it was like hyped up that he was returning to Twitch on like some day or something.
Hyped up.
Yeah. And
Respect.
he got like 1 million views or something on his Twitch stream, which is crazy for a Twitch stream.
Mm-hmm. How many?
Almost 1 million, I think.
Wow.
This was about a few weeks ago, maybe
Yeah,
a month.
He was definitely hyped.
Yeah. It was like he almost broke the record for highest view count in Twitch history.
Wow. What is the highest view count?
It was another guy that cheated on his wife or something.
Are you kidding me?
Or he did something stupid and he took a break, and then it was hyped up that he was leaving.
Wow. This is just from March.
So this would have been last month, though.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's last month, Brandon.
Let's see. Dr. Disreward.
So, okay, so it was
Oh,
over,
only
it was
380.
over 380.
Addresses scandal. The face of Twitch is back.
Interesting face.
That
So he
is
was 2 months
very
away.
Interesting face. Champions Club. Apparently breaking Twitch for 10 minutes.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, dude, this was very hyped up. Walking out to a synth-infused little ditty and on a neon-tinted stage with millions of adoring fans.
Yeah.
Wow. So 380,000 people is
That
a
does
lot.
That's a lot.
Sounds like a ton of people for a Twitch stream.
Wow. So he got 12,000 subscribers during his return stream.
Holy cow.
That is a wow.
I wonder how many of those were Amazon Prime subscribers, though.
Maybe. Do they still get the same amount of money for that?
I think they do, actually.
Yeah, that's $60,000 in one sitting.
Plus, I think Twitch takes a cut.
Yeah, so Twitch probably takes 30%.
So, yeah, it says somewhere Tyler won his own return. He's the top.
Oh, okay. So that was more than 400,000.
400,000.
I forget what
viewers
this guy
on
did.
Twitch. Wow.
Oh, this was the League of Legends guy. He, like, got banned from League of Legends or something.
Mm.
And then he was like, yeah, I'm done. Or something like that.
Yeah, League of Legends. Huh. Is League of Legends still popular?
I think it is, but, like, the big people that were playing it quit.
400,000 viewers.
I think Donkey was the first one to, like, say, hey, I'm done. And then
What
people
does Donkey
followed.
play- What does Donkey play now?
He does his own videos. I think he was into Overwatch for a while.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool dude. He's very chill. I think his girlfriend is like,
Oh, his girlfriend admires him.
yeah.
Like he's like some type of god.
Yeah.
But without her, I think he wouldn't be able to have social interactions.
Probably not. Yeah. I guess he has like tons of characters
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
he's hilarious.
I've never watched too much of his content, but I've seen him on like multiple podcasts or listened to him on multiple podcasts, and he's pretty funny dude.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of him. I wasn't for a while, and then that was
His avatar's hilarious too.
the picture of the donkey
Yeah.
smoking a cigar.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny is he doesn't do any drugs.
No, he doesn't do any drugs. He's like the most humble, like, cleanest guy.
And then in his videos, he's like, just you wouldn't even realize that when you see him on like a podcast or something. That's like
he's completely
that's like the
different person.
true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's like his actual person, and then his donkey character is just this guy who just goes off.
Yeah.
Now his Papa John's videos, those are top tier.
I haven't seen those.
I'll have to. We'll watch them after the podcast. Here.
All right. We'll definitely look up Papa John's donkey in YouTube after you're done with this
It'll come
podcast.
up. It probably has like 4 million views.
Of course it will. Find anything on YouTube, including Spider-Man and Elsa.
Oh,
I think those videos were taken down. They must have been.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
That
that
was,
was pretty darn bad.
What was that? Ethan Bradbury and
Ethan Bradbury and Mo Bradbury.
yeah. Were they have a monopoly on that?
On Spider-Man and Elsa?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Or just like the child genre.
Yeah,
in
they
general.
were making a lot of money on children's YouTube.
I mean, it must have been funny. Did you ever see any of them?
I saw H3H3's reaction
Oh.
video to it because I was a little late to learning about Spider-Man and Elsa. They were probably taken down by the time I learned about it. But yeah, pretty disturbing stuff. That isn't what kids should be. I shouldn't even be watching that.
Yeah,
It's
that's
tainted
probably-
my mind forever.
Ethan, what's your? You haven't talked in a while.
there's a reason for that.
She doesn't want to speak
I
about
know.
Spider-Man and Elsa.
I don't want to watch that.
What was your opinion on Black Panther?
Ooh. Spoiler-free opinion.
We're gonna do this right now.
Yes.
Okay, I'm ready. I really liked the movie actually. It was interesting.
10 out of 10.
Probably. For
Answer this
in terms
carefully.
of sure within Marvel movies, it was a 10 out of 10.
What if it
was-
wasn't a Marvel movie?
It was a pretty dang good story. I would have still liked it if I mean, I liked the movie. It was a good movie.
It was a 10 out of 10.
Would recommend.
Would watch again?
Yes, absolutely.
So you go and see it in theaters again.
Sure. Yeah. If I had money and I wanted to go to the theater again, I'd definitely see the movie again.
I'd probably go again too.
The theater. Yeah. So when we went to go see it, I had like a. I mean, it's just me, but I'm really quiet when I watch movies.
Mhm.
Generally speaking, I don't usually like gasp out loud when there's a surprise or something. And when it comes to Marvel movies, usually I'm already like kind of, unless I'm like really just enjoying the movie as it happens, I'm usually like
Mhm.
thinking about things during the movie, because it's an ongoing story between the different films.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I have this guy sitting next to me because there was one open seat. He was pretty loud, and I thought it was kind of funny.
Okay, so we all went to go see the movie all together. So there was the guy that was sitting next to Ethan,
Mhm.
and he was going, "Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
it's like,
no way!" And then,
I didn't even hear that.
yeah, he said like a couple things. It was just funny though.
yeah, it was pretty entertaining.
But it was,
So then,
it was while the movie was happening.
yeah, then there was the lady behind us.
Oh, yeah,
who was
I
going,
heard her.
especially when the What Are Those was dropped. She was like,
Oh, that was
"Oh,
the whole
my
theater
gosh."
cracked up. Like at least a couple people.
Yeah, it was a lot of older people in there.
And we were just all sitting there.
We were
like,
all
I
there
can't
saying that, "Oh my
believe-"
gosh."
Yeah, just the cringe.
So, I wanted to mention
It was
that
definitely
actually.
an unexpected moment.
Yeah. they decided to put into an internet meme, and memes have a lifespan of, if they're unlucky, 3 to 4 days.
Oh, I thought it was like 2 days.
Sometimes less.
Yeah, sometimes
Okay.
less. If they're lucky, then you got maybe about 3/4 of a month. So they decided whenever they were writing their script, it would be a great idea to put this in.
That's people who
Well,
aren't.
they write.
20.
I mean, so what'll happen is they'll write the script like a full 2 years
Mhm.
before they shoot the film, or like at least start writing it.
Yeah.
keep
I can't
refining
believe
it.
the
And then-
director let that fly.
And then while they're shooting the film, the director will possibly improvise
Mhm.
stuff in too.
the director must have thought
So-
it was hilarious.
The only thing is they wrote the script, and when they filmed it, they might have dropped that in.
Mm-hmm.
And filming is like,
Gotcha.
because let's see,
So when was that like a current thing?
the last time it was relevant was when Jake Paul was burning fires in his pool. And the
this guy?
Was this like last year?
last summer.
Last summer? Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, they were probably making the movie back then.
That's what I kind of figured. Was, hey,
That's crazy.
this internet media guy is telling a news reporter, "Whoa!" when it was already dead right then.
Yeah.
But since it's not social media, it's big films. They were like, "Oh, this is great."
We gotta throw this in. That's like something I would do.
Yeah.
I would be
Because
like,
you're-
dude, we gotta throw this in.
Your
And
fellow kids material.
then- yeah.
Despite the fact that it was, I mean, at this point, it's old, I guess. I mean,
Very.
I'm sure people still remember it,
Mhm.
but
Yeah, for
despite that, I think it still actually played off pretty well, just because it was so unexpected. It was just like a very quick, fun joke.
Definitely wasn't unwelcome.
Yeah.
Just
No, it was
I mean,
definitely
I still,
unwelcome. I
I
did
still
not like
enjoyed
it.
it. It was just, yeah.
well, that's because not only was it a dead meme, but it's also a normie meme. Because everyone knows about what are those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
not everybody, but at least us.
yeah, most people, I think.
But I'm
Well,
pretty
the
sure
old lady behind
the
us
old
knew
lady
what it
behind us was like, "I'm so glad I got that reference."
I understood that
Be
reference.
glad, lady. You don't have a lot of references to understand left.
In 2 years, the lady will be like, "Your mom gay? That's hilarious."
No, you.
Honestly, my
Should probably be
parents-
using that.
My parents would not have gotten that. The what are those reference?
Really?
They have no clue when it comes to memes,
Oh, man.
at least as far as I know.
So, their second weekend,
Record breaking.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. $700 million second weekend.
If you're not following the movie subreddit, they'll always like say, "Hey, this big ticket movie
No,
is breaking records or
it
whatever."
broke 700 million overall
Yeah.
with record breaking second week. So that wasn't. If they made 700 million in a single weekend, that would have been extremely impressive.
Yeah, I think they made something like
They usually, if it's a big movie, it might make like 250, 300 million. It varies, but
Okay.
the film's overall gross has
Gotcha.
probably passed 700 now,
Yeah. I was going to say,
which is pretty good.
yeah.
If you
Okay,
get
this
if
makes
you're getting
sense.
close to $1 billion, then your movie did pretty well.
So their first weekend was
For
202.
Big budget movies.
Record crushing. 108 on the second Friday to Sunday. Gotcha.
So my biggest is they use a ton of different record breaking
Mhm.
synonymous things when they could have just said record breaking throughout this entire thing.
Yeah. Record breaking, record crushing, record destroying.
So I think Black Panther broke the last, because Marvel movies always break the preceding movie's record. It seems.
They get more and more
Not
fans.
not always.
I don't think Thor did, even though
it
that
doesn't,
was
it doesn't always happen. Like I
'cause-
think the what is it? I think the two Avengers movies and maybe Civil War may have out-edged each other, but not every single Marvel
yeah, not
movie
every
hasn't
single, but
made more than the
I
previous.
think this one was one of the first ones to actually, because Thor was another good Marvel movie, because Marvel's been following a similar
Yeah, Thor
format
was
for all
good.
of them, except Thor was a breakup in the sketch or the plot or like the
It's like
main
more backstory.
arching. Yeah,
Yeah.
It was related to other.
I mean, it
movies.
kind of connected.
Yeah.
it connected, but it was
movie.
it was a completely different because usually they have villain or hero it's the same formula, but Thor threw in a different. Black Panther kinda followed that same usual formula, but
Yeah.
with different.
Well, they
Slightly.
really only broke it out towards the end, where the villain basically dons a different colored Black Panther suit. For most of the movie,
Yeah.
he was maybe similar, but he was a very different person.
What I did like was I thought that the dude with the arm cannon was the
Andy
villain.
Serkis's character.
Hold on.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he seemed like. Wait, are we rolling right now?
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna
Okay.
re-say
Yeah.
because I didn't actually get to finish my.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
So the guy with the arm cannon I thought was going to be the main villain, but then it turned out that he wasn't the main villain, and that Michael B. Jordan was actually the main villain. I forget what his name was in the movie.
I think it was.
It was like Death.
It was
something.
Eric.
Or yeah, his usual name, but there was like an actual villain name.
Eric Killmonger.
Killmonger,
Something like that.
yes.
Yeah, I forget what
yeah.
his. I think Killmonger was like his villain name or whatever. But yeah, I was actually surprised when they killed off Andy Serkis's character.
Mhm.
I think it's Claw or something.
Yeah.
Normally Google's better than this. Oh, here it is. No.
Yeah, that'll
Yeah, he's gonna.
that'll probably tell you.
There was one.
Yeah. For
So
not helpful.
another complaint about the movie though is that they acted like the main character was dead for 10 minutes of the movie, even though
Right.
we've seen all these trailers with him in it, and we all know that
not
he's.
dead.
Even though the lady behind us was shocked.
Yeah.
Well, also the movie's called Black Panther. Are they really gonna kill off?
Yeah,
the
you
hero?
can't. Yeah, I don't like it when they
Yeah.
know that the audience knows.
I mean, from the second he died, we all knew he was gonna come back later in the movie.
Yeah.
And I make a conscious
So the
effort
only-
not to watch any trailers.
That's my
filled
fault. I
with-
have to watch the trailer.
Really?
Yeah, I love trailers.
Yeah, they're always filled with spoilers for me. I can figure it all out.
Yes, that's how trailers work.
Yeah.
We'll talk about some trailers that just came out recently, though, and after I finish this point. So the only way I'm able to say, hey, this is all right, is when they finish up the MCU and it's sold into a nice little package where you can buy all the movies and in 20 years you watch them all
It's
in
an
order.
expensive box set.
It is. It's going to be really expensive, actually. You watch them all all in one marathon throughout a whole week because
Oh, that sounds like a sweaty week.
Are the movies that intense?
No, I'm picturing you like sitting on a couch for a whole week or two.
no,
You're gonna
there's
be-
breaks.
Just peeing and pooping yourself. I
No,
can't dare get up.
Is
I'm sure you're gonna get sweaty sitting in a chair for hours and hours and
Yeah,
hours.
true.
is you watch it all in order and you're like, I forgot this happened.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense.
And then
I would do that like I don't know, like maybe back when it was the Avengers, the second one, the Ultron one, or like Civil War. Like I would go back and just like rewatch a couple of the Marvel movies. But I've stopped doing that because
Yeah.
it's now takes way too long.
I think it surpassed Lord of the Rings, like including The Hobbit and the original Lord of the Rings. I think the Marvel Cinematic Universe surpassed the length of those
I'm sure they
6
have.
movies,
They've-
even though that was holding the record for quite a
Well,
while.
they've already had what is it? They've already had like almost 20 movies now, right?
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's impressive.
because they've been making movies for 10 years.
Wow.
Iron Man came out in 2008.
Mm-hmm.
So Iron Man was what started.
That
all
was the
this.
first one.
Wow.
Yeah. Which is-
it's been a
it's
long time. Yeah, 20
crazy.
movies. That's a lot,
Yeah.
and they're not going to stop.
It's Disney. They're not going to stop
So
until it stops
so I don't
spitting
know.
out
If,
money.
I don't know if you guys heard, but basically they're planning on just making movies forever until
Yeah.
they feel like stopping.
Well,
So
I'm
Until
going to
they're-
say if
so
you're
as
making
soon as,
$700 million dollars,
What is it?
probably going to keep playing.
So they have like, I think it was Iron Man 2, the Avengers. That was like phase 1. Then they had a phase 2, which ended with I think Ant-Man, and then
Never watched him.
Civil War.
I never
I
watched
think
Ant-Man either.
Civil War was the first part, like first movie of phase 3, which is a whole bunch of movies.
Yeah, phase 3 is.
So I
been
think
proper.
I really enjoyed it.
after this
actually.
Avengers movie, and then Ant-Man and the Wasp, which comes out later this year, I believe.
And I think Captain Marvel, right?
Yes, and then next year I think it's Captain Marvel, and then the 4th Avengers movie, which will be like the follow up to Infinity War.
I don't care
I
about
think after
movies nearly this much.
I think after that, basically they're ending the grouping, so they're just gonna churn out movies.
they're just gonna
and
keep
It's
on
not gonna be any special
spitting them out.
sequence. So who
Oh.
who knows what it's gonna be like? It could just be a bunch of random standalone stories,
I
where there's
remember
not
when we
really
It could
a
do
whole bunch of connective stuff.
because I know
between-
that somehow they don't have any rights to Hulk, so they can't make a Hulk solo movie.
Yeah.
So Hulk, that how they got the Thor, they have to do it with another superhero.
Right.
So that's how they did Thor.
They have to incorporate them into other stories.
Hmm. So I think they might like cross over like
Interesting.
a Captain America movie. All of a sudden, Spider-Man's there.
Well, the other thing is I believe like contracts with some of the actors are running out, and they don't want to do it anymore because they've been doing
Because
it
they've been doing it
forever.
for so long. Yeah.
Like I'm
I think Chris Evans wants out.
yeah. So the question is
Tired of running around in tights.
going forward, they could definitely kill off characters, or have them exit in some way. They could recast them. There's different things they could do.
Captain America was supposed to die in Civil War.
You wanted to talk about a couple of other movies.
So 2 trailers that I want to speak on are Incredibles 2.
Ooh.
That's coming out.
Wait, was there another new trailer? Because I saw
I'm not sure if there's a new trailer,
Okay. I saw the one we saw in the theater. Yeah, I think
but
yeah.
that's the one I'm talking
Okay,
about. Yeah.
got it. Yeah, so that's what I've seen.
So what are you guys' thoughts on that?
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. I mean, honestly, like years ago when the first Incredibles came out, I was like, oh, they kind of set it up like they might continue the story. But that was also back when Pixar hadn't done any sequels yet. So I was like, well, probably won't happen. So when I heard they were gonna make a second one, I was kind of excited because I always liked the first one.
Yeah, I'm a big. The first Incredibles was great. I really enjoyed it.
I do think
That's
it's
a good
also
topic.
interesting that they're flipping the original story where he was sneaking off to be a superhero by himself. Now he's taking care of the kids, and his wife is going off and being the superhero.
Spoilers, Ethan.
Yeah, I didn't
This is
even
the
know
trailer.
that.
It's the trailer.
I watch trailers for a reason. I wanted to be surprised.
Sorry.
Oh,
All right,
No,
so
that's
the
okay.
second one.
I mean,
doesn't
honestly,
spoil any plot
that tells you
lines.
nothing about the plot.
Yeah.
So the second trailer I want to touch on, which is actually new, like this week I think, was Wreck-It Ralph breaks the internet.
Oh, I thought Wreck-It Ralph actually broke the internet when I saw that headline. I didn't click on it, but
No,
you
I was
can't
like,
break
that's-
the internet.
Yeah,
That's the
I was
title of
like,
the movie.
okay,
I'm
that's
tired. I'm really tired of
stupid.
that saying, actually.
Yeah.
So that's my only complaint about it. Other than that, the first Wreck-It Ralph was actually really good in my opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Yeah. So
Not-
I'm
not necessarily one of my favorite Disney movies, but it was pretty good.
I'm never like, oh man, I really want to watch Wreck-It Ralph. Hey guys, let's come over. Let's watch Wreck-It Ralph.
kind of want to see it before the new one comes out.
Well, yeah,
but
of course.
Well-
Just like we have to watch every single Star Wars
Back in
movie
the
before we go watch a Star Wars movie.
Brent, that's like
That's the other thing I can't do anymore.
Well, yeah, it's
I-
getting too much.
I
Yeah.
refuse to.
I think last time we did it was when the first new one came out.
just cut out
Okay.
the sequels.
Yeah.
Only
Why-
watch the prequels actually.
Oh boy. I know a lot of people like the prequels. But
We do.
I'm just not that fond of the prequels. I may have been I guess I was a. Whoa. Looks like I've alienated Brandon.
You've offended everybody on the internet.
I know. I'm sorry. But
We apologize.
it's
Please still like. Please.
I may be wrong, but it's just my opinion.
Hey, everyone's
I mean,
entitled to their
so-
opinions
No,
unless they're
I mean,
wrong.
when I was-
Everybody ironically likes the prequels.
Yeah. I mean, at this point,
Ironic.
basically it is irony. I mean, it's not like, oh, this movie is so good. It's generally I'm watching a YouTube parody video that just takes clips from the prequels or something. I mean, I thought the first two movies were just okay. But basically, when I was a kid, I thought the movies were fine. Like I had no problem with them. I enjoyed watching them. Then, when I grew up a little bit, I started favoring the original trilogy heavily and didn't like the prequels quite as much. And at this point, I still think Revenge of the Sith is still pretty okay.
Is that the third one?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's probably the best one out of all the prequels.
But for the most part, I just don't enjoy watching them.
That was the last one to come out, right?
Yeah, that was episode 3.
Watch the
before
entire
before
Clone
the-
Wars animated series,
Oh boy,
and then watch Revenge of the Sith.
I've watched the series already.
And how'd you feel after you
Over
watched
time.
Revenge of the Sith again? After that,
I don't know if I have. I mean, I get that it fills in characters. There was basically they pulled General Grievous out of nowhere and stuff like that. I mean, I understand what happens during the Clone Wars now, but I still stand by.
you get attached to some of the
I
people
stand
who
by the
get shot
movie.
and killed in the.
Okay, I stand by the movie
There's-
being pretty okay.
Yeah, I can
it's
respect
not,
that.
It's not necessarily characters being killed. It's the cheesy dialogue and like awkwardness.
Oh
and
yeah,
it's
well,
all of the weirdness.
and then somebody dying of sadness.
I mean, the whole part during Order 66 that
She
was
died of
that's
sadness.
perfectly fine. There's nothing really wrong with that sequence. It's the dialogue between Anakin and Padme, Anakin and the Chancellor,
Yeah, that,
all kinds
okay,
of-
yeah,
all
that was
kinds of
pretty
weird stuff.
cringeworthy.
Yeah,
the stuff that repeatedly gets parodied.
you know that Mace or not Mace Windu. Samuel L. Jackson said, "Hey, I'll play Mace Windu if I can choose my lightsaber color."
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah,
before.
that's how you know you've made it in Hollywood.
Yeah. So
He was a legend before he even took the movie on.
Yeah.
The Star Wars movies, anyway.
Samuel L. Jackson is just a legend in
Yeah.
general. With a name like Samuel L. Jackson, you know it has to be good.
Why did everybody call him Samuel L. Jackson? Like, is there a Samuel Jackson that's like better than him?
Maybe a
It
political.
distinguishes him at least, so
Yeah,
doesn't get
like
confused
Michael
with.
B. Jordan.
Yeah,
Well, that's because you can't confuse him with
Well,
the
yeah,
legendary
there's-
basketball player.
there's another
Which
famous
one?
person named. I don't know of any other famous Samuel Jacksons, but
Michael B. Jordan is just a lot more handsome.
the L definitely makes it
Yeah, it just sounds tough.
like distinct.
So A New Hope, that was the fourth movie?
Yeah, so that's
This
That
is
was
the
like the
original.
best.
the original Star Wars that was just called Star Wars when it first came out.
Wow.
Yeah,
I think Empire's the best. Would you
Empire
yeah, my
Strikes
favorite's
Back.
The Empire Strikes Back.
I'm guessing that's a hotly debated
It's
Sure.
pretty much the question is when somebody asks you what's your favorite Star Wars
Yeah,
movie, it's do you like Star Wars or do you like Empire?
yeah. And there's millions of Star Wars fans. They have different opinions for sure.
Mhm.
In fact, some people, I don't know if they're joking or not. Some people still stand by. I like this prequel film the best. That was my favorite. I mean, I've seen that before.
I like that one the best.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I think one of my cousins said that they were like, "Oh, Revenge of the Sith is the best one."
There's a lot of good action.
I don't know
in
if
it,
they're serious.
but
I don't know if
that
they're joking.
doesn't.
But I'm sure somebody feels that's the best Star Wars.
Well, that somebody is probably wrong.
Burn us the internet. Everybody's wrong.
And
We just
everybody's
get to-
right. It's the only place you can be right and wrong all at the same time. Alright, so should we wrap it up there?
Let's wrap it up.
Alright.
Ethan, you want to close this out today? Since you're the thick boy.
Goodbye. Make sure to leave a like if you did like the video. If you didn't like the video, please
Whoa.
click that.
That's where the like button is, not Ethan's
What?
like button.
Whoa.
Big boy!
I've never called it that.
I
He
just
calls
did.
it the on button.
The on button.
If you didn't like the video, then please
Like it anyway.
click the like button, then take yourself to somewhere else on YouTube and watch a different video. See if you like that one.
Yes!
So,
That is the best!
It's a way to be passive aggressive about it.
also subscribe if you want to see more of our podcasts or listen to them. Who knows? Maybe you're not looking at us during the video. That's
Perfectly
very
okay.
possible.
I wouldn't want to look at us either.
for a
Brandon,
whole
why
hour.
wouldn't you want to look at us? Ethan's
It is a
like,
podcast, so listening
Ethan's
is
he's looking
thickest.
pretty thick.
Yeah.
listening is highly encouraged. Yeah, and join us next week, and we'll have some more topics. Thanks, guys.
Sweet. Thanks.